Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in front of us today, we're going to be taking a look at a case for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. And this one right here is by ESR. It's their hybrid case. So it is a clear case with MagSafe compatibility. So quickly taking a look at the packaging, as we can see, we have an image of the different styles of their case right here. It does say ESR in the type of case they have, and then it does talk about some of the MagSafe things. On the back, we do get some more information: raised screen protection, scratch resistant acrylic back, which is good to know, but that's not what we're here for. So let's go ahead and open this up. All right, opening the box up, just going to see, here is the package. Other than that, we don't get anything else inside of here. Inside, we do get some warranty information, which is good to know. And then we do get, I guess, a look at some of their other products, so we don't need this. And moving on to our main attraction is the case inside of this plastic pouch. So here's a first look of what that case looks like. Honestly, it looks really nice and clean. The back is perfectly clear. I wish they had included a plastic film on the inside so I wouldn't immediately have to place it onto my phone so there isn't any dust in there, but that is fine for now. As you saw in the beginning, there are three different styles. There's this one with the black borders, the blue borders, and then they have one that is completely clear, which is good to know. So they do give you some options with their clear case. On the inside, we don't really get too much. Again, it is a clear case. It just says Halo Lock, which is their MagSafe technology. And so let's go ahead and place our phone inside. I'm going to go ahead and start from the right side because that's where all the buttons are. Go ahead and push in, push down, and voila, nice and perfect fit. Right away, I can tell you the black borders with the clear back and the jet black's S25 Ultra that I have, I think this match is really nice. It looks really nice and clean, and being able to see what your phone looks like under the case is always an advantage for me, especially since that's one of the main reasons you actually choose the color of your phone. Covering it up with a case I don't really like, and if you don't want to go bare with it, a clear case is always the go-to type of case. So quickly examining the back, here is a look at our camera lens protection right here. So there is a little lip going above the lenses, so if you do drop it on its back, those lenses should be fine in most circumstances. It does say camera guard right there. And then we also do obviously get our MagSafe ring right there, which we will test in the end. Other than that, not really much else on the back. So moving on to the front, again, we do have a nice raised lip that's going all around the display. And the edges are actually a little bit higher than the middle portion of this case, and one of the main reasons for that is so you still get that perfect drop protection when you do drop it on its face, but you don't miss out on the usability of your device, so you don't keep rubbing on the case because the side rails are actually lower than the very edges. And that is something I've seen with a lot of case companies nowadays, and honestly, it is a great feature because you still do get that protection and your phone is still comfortable to hold and use, which is good to know. Up top, we do get a nice little cutout for our speaker grill, which is honestly barely visible on this phone. It's very thin, but again, you still do get the cutout, so you won't be losing out on any sound quality. On the bottom, we do have our USB-C charging port cutout. We have our speaker grill and our S Pen, which we will be trying in a bit. We do have our microphone cutout up top. On the left side, we do get a lanyard hole right there, so if you do use lanyards, and on the right side it just says ESR, plus we do get our buttons. So quickly testing out that S Pen, go ahead and push in, take it out, go and scribble, place it back in, and it is super easy to use. They have a very nice cutout, very convenient cutout, so using the S Pen won't be any harder with this case. Alright, so moving on to the buttons, let's go ahead and do the buttons test real quick, starting off with the power button in 3, 2, 1. Very nice and easy to click. Now moving on to the volume rocker. Again, very nice and easy to click. And honestly, I do think the buttons are one of the places that we interact the most with the phone, and being able to click those easily without applying extra force is always more convenient than having to use more force to push down with your thumb. So I always like a button that's easy to click. Other than that, protection wise, taking a look at the edges, as you can see from the sides, they are actually a little raised, so you do get that better edge protection, and it does absorb the shock a little better when you do drop it on its edge, so your phone doesn't actually take that shock when you do first drop it. But overall, in the hand, this case does feel very nice and comfortable. It doesn't add too much thickness to it, even though you are getting a decent amount of protection with this case. I do still prefer those very thin cases, but if you do want some protection and you still want to be able to see your phone and you don't want something too thick, then this is the case to go for. Finally, let's actually go ahead and test out these MagSafe rings and see how strong they are. Alright, so I do have a couple of MagSafe products right here. We have a nice little MagSafe wallet. We do have this ring holder to be able to hold it easier, and we do have this super thin MagSafe power bank. So let's actually go ahead and test it out. Before even placing these products on, I do want to talk about this camera ring right here. That is something I've been noticing with the cases, especially for the S25 series. MagSafe products tend to actually raise up right here because they actually touch that ring and they're not able to connect fully, and because of that they do lose on their magnetic strength. I do think that we're gonna have a similar problem with this, but let's actually go ahead and test that out. So placing our power bank on, here's the problem I was talking about. As you can see, this side is lifted up, but if we do on this side, it is flush and the magnetic connection is perfect here. However, because of that camera ring, we do get a gap, and so the magnets aren't able to function as good as you would want them. And again, this isn't the product's fault or the case's fault, honestly. It's just because of where those rings are located, where the camera rings are. So doing a quick little shake test in 3, 2, 1. As you can see, they are still holding on really well. However, if you do place anything heavier, there might be a chance of that falling off. But again, it's good to see that the magnets are super strong, so they can accommodate for the loss that you have with the gap over there. And then if we do place our MagSafe wallet, again, this is very light, so it won't really fall off. And finally, here's our ring. So if we do open this up, you just hold it like this, so it's easier to hold. And if we do give it a nice little shake, as you can see, it did fall off, but it does require a lot of force. So overall, I am satisfied with the magnets. I have had some issues with other cases regarding the MagSafe because of that gap right there, but with this one right here, the magnets are super strong, so they do accommodate for that loss over there. Overall, a really nice and decent case, and honestly, I do think a lot of people will enjoy using this type of case. So that will basically wrap it up for this video. As always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and again, if you do want to check this product out, there will be a link in the description. So see y'all in the next one.